So okay, so our third unit is complex analysis. In this unit, we will learn about complex variables, function of complex variables, then limit, continuity, analytic function, and many more things. So first of all, what is the complex number? You know that any negative real number cannot be a square of any real number. So there does not exist any real number whose square is negative real number. It means that if we want to solve a equation like this, x square plus 1 is 0, so we never get a x for which x square plus 1 is 0. It means that x square minus 1. This equation is not solvable in real life, in a set of real number. So we need another number system, and then complex number system come in the picture. Okay, so complex number, basically complex number, a number whose square is minus 1. A number whose square is minus 1 is called imaginary or complex quantity, which is denoted by I and pronounced as iota. Pronounced as iota. Iota is under root minus 1. So you know that I square is minus 1. Okay. So a complex number is generally written as x plus iy. It is written as x plus iy, and we denote it by this number j. So j, a complex number, can be written in this way, x plus iy, where this x and y are real number. They come from set of real number. This x is called real part of z. This x is called real part of z, and y is called imaginary part of this z. This y is imaginary part of this z. Okay, and geometrically we can simply represent this function geometrically also. We associate this every complex number z with a number x comma y in for representing this number z geometrically, we associate a point x comma y to this z in two-dimensional plane. Suppose that we have this rectangular plane xy. So we are considering rectangular coordinate system xy, and we are denoting this number j by point x comma y. Say that this is point P. Okay, where this horizontal line is called x-axis, and this line is, the perpendicular line is y-axis. This is x-axis and it is y-axis. Y-axis. So this point J is represented here by this point x comma y. It will be x distance horizontally, and by, say that this distance is y. So this point P x comma y is denoting this z. Okay, and zero complex number is denoted by 0 comma 0 point, which is origin of this plane. So this plane is called this rectangular plane is called J plane or complex plane. Also, we can also say that it is Argand plane. Argand plane. J plane, complex plane or Argand plane. Okay, so real number, all the real numbers will lie on this line x-axis, which is known as y is equal to 0 line, जिसको हम x axis भी कहते हैं. तो all the real point numbers will lie on this line, and the purely imaginary number will lie on this vertical line. Uh, so pure imaginary number are lying on this line. Okay, so obviously set of complex number is denoted by this C. Set of complex number is generally denoted by this C, and obviously the C is superset of set of real number. Okay. Then here we are also revisiting some recalling some properties of this complex number. Okay, now defining what is the modulus of complex number. Modulus of complex number. Okay, so you know that modulus is denoted by mod of this z, and it is defined as under root x square plus y square. This is called the modulus of this complex number z. It is also known as absolute value or magnitude of complex number. Okay, since you know that this x must be less than or equal to under root of this x square plus y square, in the same manner we can also say that this y is less than or equal to x square plus y square. So by this inequality we can say that real part of real part of z must be less than or equal to mod of z, and imaginary part of this z is also less than or equal to modulus of this z. Okay, and two complex number are said to be equal if only if corresponding real and imaginary parts are equal. For suppose that we have two numbers z1, which is x1 plus iy1, and another number is z2, x2 plus iy2. So when we are saying that z1 is equal to z2, means that it means that x1 is equal to x2 and also y1 is equal to y2. Okay, and negative complex number is denoted by minus z. If z is x comma y, if this z is x comma y, then minus z must be minus x comma minus y, or we can say that minus z is minus x plus minus iy. Okay, but modulus of both z and minus z must be equal. Next important thing is complex conjugate number. So complex conjugate number of a complex conjugate number is denoted by z bar. If z is a number, so its complex conjugate is denoted by z bar and defined as x minus iy. If z was x plus iy, then its complex conjugate must be equal to x minus iy. Or we can say that simply it is reflection of z on real axis. You can see that अगर हम previous slide पे देखें, so if this is x comma y, so x comma minus y must be a point, x comma iy must be a point just opposite to this point P. It means that Another point p dash, which is x comma minus iy, is denoting complex conjugate of this z. So this point p dash is called reflection of p on this x-axis or by this x-axis. Okay. Then if we are taking complex conjugate of this z bar, it is again give you z. Okay. And modulus of this z bar is also same as mod of z. And when z is z bar, it is simply imply that j is a real number. J is real number. In the same manner, if z is equal to minus of z bar, it means that j is purely imaginary. Pure imaginary number. Okay. Pure imaginary number matlab real part will be 0 here. Okay. So some arithmetic operation on complex number. So arithmetic operation on the complex number is same like as the arithmetic operations on the real number. Like addition, if we are taking here two numbers z1 and z2, which is defined as z1 is x1 plus iy1 and z2 is x2 plus iy2. If we want to add these two numbers z1 and z2, it must be equal to addition of real part of this x1 x2 plus iota imaginary part of this z1 z2. So addition is defined like this. In the same manner, subtraction is x1 minus x2 plus I y1 minus y2, and their multiplication z1 dot z2 must be x1 y1 into x2 plus iy2. So it will be x1 x2 plus iota x1 y2 plus iota x2 y1 plus I square. You know that I square is minus 1. So I can write here minus times y1 y2. So this will give you x1 x2 minus y1 y2 plus iota x1 y2 x2 y. So this is product of z1 z2. In the same manner, we can also define division of z1 by z2 when z2 is not equal to 0. So we can define division of two complex number where this z2 is not equal to 0. So it is x1 plus y1, x2 plus iota y2, and here I am multiplying and dividing by the conjugate of this z2. It will be x2 minus iy2 and x2 minus iy2. It will give us x2 square plus y2 square, and on the denominator we will get x1 x2 plus y1 y2 iota x2 y1 x1 y2. So division is defined like this. Okay. And z into z bar is x square plus y square, or we can say the mod of z square. So mod of z square is z into z bar. And you know that real z can also be write as z plus z bar divided by 2. In the same manner, imaginary z can also be write as z minus z bar divided by 2y. Okay. And z1 z2 bar is z1 dot z2 bar. And mod Z1 Z2, ये सारी प्रॉपर्टीज हम कहीं ना कहीं यूज भी करेंगे. Mod of Z1 into mod of Z2. And Z1 dot Z2 bar plus Z1 bar into Z2, we can write it as 2 times real Z1 Z2 bar. Z1 Z2 bar. इनका सम जो है 2 times Z1 Z2 bar हो जाता है. Because this Z1 Z2 bar, this Z1 Z2 bar, this is Z1 Z2 bar whole conjugate. इसकी जगह ही लिख सकते हैं. So this will be 2 times real part of Z1 Z2 bar. इसका हम यूज करेंगे कहीं. That's why I am writing here Z1 and Z2 bar. And one more thing, Z1 Z2 bar minus Z1 Z2 bar is 2 times imaginary Z1 Z2 bar. Z1 Z2 bar. And one more thing, which is distance between two complex number. Distance between two complex number Z1 and Z2 is defined by distance between Z1 and Z2. Z1 Z2 is defined as Z1 minus Z2 bar. It is x1 minus x2 plus I, y1 minus y2, and you know that modulus must be equal to here x1 minus x2 square plus y1 minus y2 square. It is distance between 2 points, x1 and x2. And important property of complex number is that we cannot compare two complex numbers Z1 and Z2, but we can compare its modulus. It means that we cannot write Z1 is less than Z2 or Z1 is greater than Z2 like real number, because in the real number we can compare two real number, but in the complex number two number cannot be comparable. It means that this set of complex number is not ordered. We will say that set of complex number C is not ordered set. It is not ordered set. We can compare their modulus, but we cannot compare the complex number. Okay. Next is polar form of complex number. Polar form of complex number. Okay. So let Jx plus Iy, it is a complex number which is denoted here by the point x comma y in Argand plane. Say that, for suppose it is our Argand plane, it is x-axis and this vertical line is denoting y-axis, it is our origin. Here is a point P, x comma y, which is denoting this complex number J. Okay, so you know that this vertical distance is y and horizontal distance it is x. Okay, and this is modulus of Z. Okay, so for suppose this line OP, it is called the radius vector. This line OP is making an angle with this x-axis in positive direction. We are measuring angle in anti-clockwise direction. Then we say that it is positive. So this angle, or we can say the inclination of this line OP with this x-axis is, say that it is theta. It is theta. Then, and this radial distance of this point P from the center or origin is R here. This is R here. So we can write this X this x must be equal to r cos theta, r cos theta, and y must be equal to, y is r sin theta. So the complex number z can be write as r cos theta in place of x substituting r cos theta, and in place of y substituting r sin theta. So it is cos theta plus I sin theta. या इसको पोलर फॉर्म में कहेंगे तो कोऑर्डिनेट इसके क्या हो जाएंगे, पॉइंट r and theta, where this r is greater than 0, where this r is greater than 0. So this representation is called polar form of complex number या ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिकल फॉर्म बोलते हैं. अब रिलेशन देखिए x और r के बीच में ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन जो है, you can write r is equal to, you can see here r is equal to under root of x square plus y square, means that r is modulus of this z, and this theta is defined as, and theta, here this theta is defined as tan inverse y by x, and this theta is called, जैसे r कहलाता है modulus of z, this theta is called augment or amplitude of this jet. It is called augment or amplitude amplitude of this jet. It is called augment or amplitude of this jet. So, and this theta will be, this theta is defined only for when z is not equal to 0, because you know that this 0 means 0 comma 0. So this theta is defined only for z not equal to 0. It means that we can represent in the polar form only the non-zero complex number. Okay, one more thing, जैसे हमने यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ था z is equal to r cos theta plus I sin theta. So if we are replacing this theta, if we are replacing here theta by theta plus 2n pi, so what change will be here? If we are replacing this theta by general value theta plus 2n pi, where this n is integer, where this n is integer, तो क्या changes होगा यहाँ पे?
मैम कुछ भी नहीं.
Yes, this will be no change. It means that value of this theta, या कह सकते हैं theta can takes infinite numbers of infinitely many values. This theta can takes, ये जो इसकी जनरल वैल्यू है, थीटा की जनरल वैल्यू विल बी थीटा प्लस 2n pi, because this n belongs to set of integer. So argument of j, which is denoted by argument j, so argument j has infinitely many value, but the value of theta which lies between minus pi to pi, the value of theta which lies between minus pi to pi, that value is called principal argument. That value of theta is called the principal argument, and which is denoted by capital R. बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस में आप देखोगे वहां पे लिखा होगा ARJ. It is denoting principal argument. Principal argument. Argument. This capital RJ is called the principal argument. Okay, so we can write, and this argument में हमारा theta is lies between minus pi to pi. So argument of z in general can be write as principal argument z plus 2n pi, where this n is comes from the set of integer. Okay, now we are using here the Euler's formula, which says that ei theta is cos theta plus I sin theta. Cos theta plus I sin theta. So from this, using this formula, this z can also be write as, polar form of this z can also be write as R, in place of cos theta plus I sin theta, we can write here EI theta. So this z can also be represented as R EI theta, and z bar must be R minus I theta. Conjugate of this z can be write as, because it will be R cos theta minus I sin theta, and cos theta minus I sin theta is e to power minus I theta. So it can be represented in this manner. Okay. For suppose that we have two number z1 and z2. For suppose that we have two number z1 and z2. This R is mod of this z. So z1 in the polar form, say that it can be write as R1 cos theta 1 plus I sin theta 1, and z2 is R2 cos theta 2 plus I sin theta 2. So z1 and z2 in this way can be write as R1 R2 and cos theta 1 cos theta 2 minus sin theta 1 sin theta 2 plus I cos theta 1 sin theta 2 cos theta 1 sin theta 2 plus sin theta 1 cos theta 2. So you know that it is R1 R2 is, this is cos of theta 1 plus theta 2 and plus iota. This can be write as sine theta 1 plus theta 2. It means that it is R1 R2 EI theta 1 plus theta 2. So this is theta 1 plus theta 2. It means that modulus of z1 z2, from here we can say that modulus of z1 z2 is R1 R2, which is modulus of z1 into modulus of z2. So modulus of z1 z2 is modulus of z1 into modulus of z2. In the same manner, argument of z1 z2 z1 into z2 is theta 1, in general value यहाँ पे हम लिख रहे हैं, general value will be theta 1 theta 2 plus 2n pi. 2n pi. N is an integer. This is theta 1 plus theta 2. So it means it is, इस तरह से हमारे पास जनरली आर्गुमेंट जो आएगा z1 z2 का, वो थीटा 1 प्लस थीटा 2 प्लस 2n पाई जनरल वैल्यू होगी. लेकिन अगर हम ये कहें आर्गुमेंट, प्रिंसिपल आर्गुमेंट ऑफ z1 z2, तो प्रिंसिपल आर्गुमेंट ऑफ z1 z2 इज नेवर इक्वल टू, कुछ स्पेशल केस को छोड़ के, अदरवाइज इट विल बी नॉट इक्वल टू प्रिंसिपल आर्गुमेंट ऑफ z1 प्लस आर्गुमेंट ऑफ z2. प्रिंसिपल आर्गुमेंट होगा इन जनरल, प्रिंसिपल आर्गुमेंट ऑफ z1 z2 इज नॉट इक्वल टू प्रिंसिपल आर्गुमेंट ऑफ z1 प्लस प्रिंसिपल आर्गुमेंट ऑफ z2. देखिए, for suppose that here I am taking a complex number z1 1 plus I and z2 is I. So what will be z1 into z2? Minus I and minus 1, यानी minus 1 minus I. z1 z2 ये होगा. So प्रिंसिपल आर्गुमेंट ऑफ दिस z1, प्रिंसिपल आर्गुमेंट बताइए z1 का क्या होगा? tan इनवर्स y by x 1 by minus 1. तो tan इनवर्स minus 1 क्या होगी वैल्यू, बताइए इसको.
3 pi by 4.
3 pi by 4, yes. माइनस पाई से पाई के बीच में लेनी है, 3 pi by 4. एंड प्रिंसिपल आर्गुमेंट ऑफ z2 क्या होगा? tan इनवर्स 1 by 0. It is
pi by 2.
yes, pi by 2. एंड प्रिंसिपल आर्गुमेंट ऑफ दिस z1 z2 निकालते हैं. प्रिंसिपल आर्गुमेंट z1 z2 tan इनवर्स -1 upon -1. It means that
Pi by 4.
pi by π/4 पड़ेगा, चेक करो, ये चीज यहाँ पे ध्यान देने वाली होगी। हमारे पास नंबर क्या है, -1 -i, ये नंबर कहाँ पड़ेगा, यहाँ कहीं होगा, ये होगा ना, this will be the number -1 and -i, correct? x-axis and y-axis, this will be the number -1 and -1, okay? And then ये एंगल तो हमारा π/4 है, बट वी हैव टू मेजर एंगल इन द पॉजिटिव डायरेक्शन, और इसकी वैल्यू हमें क्या रखनी है, माइनस पाई से पाई के बीच में ही रखनी है। ये वैल्यू क्या होगी हमारी,
पाई प्लस π/4,
π/4,
पाई प्लस π/4, पाई प्लस
-π/4 कहते हैं।
-π/4, इसको इसका लिखने का
माइनस
तरीका होता है पॉजिटिव डायरेक्शन में, हमें एक्चुअली लिखना कितना है, ऐसे लिखना है कि थीटा हमारा ऐसा लाई कर रहा है, तो एंगल ये होता है, एंगल पॉजिटिव एंगल होता है, और इधर हम मेजर करते हैं, दिस एंगल इज थीटा, and if we are measuring angle in this direction it is minus theta, तो 0 to pi यहाँ तक मेजर होगा, और अगर हम इस डायरेक्शन में मेजर करते हैं इट विल बी निगेटिव एंगल। तो इसको हम मेजर अगर यहाँ से करें, इस साइड से, इस डायरेक्शन से करें, तो माइनस डायरेक्शन में इसकी वैल्यू कितनी होगी, इट इज 3π/4 होगा,
यस मैम।
है ना, तो दिस विल बी, क्योंकि हमें इसमें रेंज में रखना है, सो आर्गुमेंट विल बी -3π/4, सो आर्गुमेंट इज हियर -3π/4। अब यहाँ पे देखिए दोनों को ऐड करिए, ये जो आर्गुमेंट, प्रिंसिपल आर्गुमेंट ऑफ Z1 एंड प्रिंसिपल आर्गुमेंट ऑफ Z2, आर्गुमेंट Z1 प्लस आर्गुमेंट Z2 means 3π/4 plus π/2, this is equal to 4, 3π, 2π, 5π/4, okay, it is here 5π/4, और प्रिंसिपल आर्गुमेंट के अकॉर्डिंग ही इसे लिखना है। तो यहाँ पे इन जनरल जो है हम इसको नहीं लिख पाएंगे, इट इज नॉट इक्वल टू प्रिंसिपल आर्गुमेंट ऑफ Z1 एंड Z2, ठीक है, क्योंकि इन जनरल ये लाई नहीं करता है, कुछ केस में ही ये इनइक्वालिटी हमारी जो है इक्वालिटी यहाँ पे होल्ड करेगी, अदरवाइज इन जनरल दे आर नॉट इक्वल, ओके। इन द सेम मैनर Z1 upon Z2 in this form REI theta can be write as R1 R2 and EI theta 1 minus theta 2. So argument Z1 upon Z2 will be theta 1 minus theta 2 plus 2 and pi, where this n is integer. So general value of argument of Z1 Z2 is like this. And for this also argument of Z1 Z2 principal argument in general is not equal to argument of Z1 minus principal argument of Z2, okay। बाकी पावर ऑफ कॉम्प्लेक्स, पावर एंड रूट्स निकालना कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर का जानते हैं, डी मोइर थ्योरम वगैरह अकॉर्डिंगली। यस
मैम, ये कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर का रिप्रेजेंटेशन हमने किया r cos थीटा प्लस i sin थीटा,
हाँ
मैम फिर यहाँ से r e की पावर आयोटा थीटा, मतलब ये कैसे आया मैम? मैम
ये हम
पता
जानते हैं
तो
ना, आयलर
पता
फॉर्मूला
तो है,
जानते हैं ना,
ये
हाँ?
मैम पता तो है, बट इसका प्रूफ वगैरह मतलब आया कैसे, ये नहीं पता है ना मैम।
ये प्रूफ इसका तो तुम्हें उसमें ही मिल जाएगा, क्या नाम है, प्रीवियस जो बुक्स होंगी वहां पे ही इसका प्रूफ होगा, आईएलएस वगैरह का, उसको एक बार चेक करना, ठीक है, इस प्रूफ को वहां पे चेक करना, ठीक है, इट विल बी डिफाइंड देयर, आईएलएस का प्रूफ, ठीक, I theta cos theta plus I sin theta।
ओके मैम, ठीक है, मैं देखेंगे।
ठीक है, एक बार चेक करना, नहीं आएगा तो बता देंगे बाद में। ओके तो आर्गुमेंट मॉडुलस इस तरह के क्वेश्चन तो आप लोग कर लोगे। कुछ आइडेंटिटी जो हम लोग यूज करेंगे उनको यहाँ पे देख लेते हैं। तो ट्रायंगुलर आइडेंटिटी एंड पैरेललोग्राम इक्वालिटी एंड सम वन आर टू थिंग जो हम जनरली यूज करेंगे इनइक्वालिटी की, उनके लिए बात कर लेते हैं। सो one of the most important is triangular inequality. If Z1 Z2 are two complex number, so some modulus of their addition must be less than or equal to sum of their modulus Z1 Z2. So first is this inequality, which is called the triangular inequality. So mod of Z1 Z2 is less than or equal to mod of Z1 plus mod of Z2. So first of all, we will take here Z1 plus Z2 whole square. You know that mod of Z square can be write as Z into Z bar. So this can also be write as Z1 plus Z2 into Z1 plus Z2 bar. Okay. So this can be write as Z1 bar plus Z2 bar. So it is equal to Z1 Z1 bar plus Z1 bar Z2, Z2 bar Z1 and Z2 Z2 bar. You know that it is mod of Z1 square and this is mod of Z2 square. अभी एक inequality हमने पढ़ी थी कि this is equal to 2 times real of Z1 Z2 bar. This is equal to real of 2 times real of Z1 Z2 square. अभी previously हमने उस आइडेंटिटी को लिखा था, उसको हम यहाँ लिख रहे हैं 2 times real of Z1 Z2 बार। आप Z1 Z2 बार भी लिख सकते हैं या Z1 बार Z2 भी लिख सकते हैं। So this is mod of Z1 square plus 2 real Z1 Z2 square. And you know that real part of Z is less than or equal to mod of this Z. So we are using this inequality here. We can write real part Z1 Z2 bar must be equal to mod of this Z1 Z2 bar. And this Z1 Z2 bar can be write as Z1 into Z2 bar. And you know that Z modulus of Z and modulus of Z bar both are same. So this can also be write as real Z1 Z2 is less than or equal to Z1 into modulus of this Z2. We can replace this mod of Z2 bar by modulus of this Z2. So using this inequality in previous जो हम identity solve कर रहे थे, that was Z1 plus Z2 whole square was equal to mod of Z1 plus 2 times real Z1 Z2 bar plus Z2 square. So in place of this we can write it. So it will be less than or equal to Z1 square plus 2 times Z1 mod of Z2 plus Z2 square. So this can also be write as modulus of Z1 modulus of Z2 whole square. Z1 Z2 modulus. So this must be equal to Z1 Z2 is less than equal to Z1 plus Z2 square. It is one of the triangular inequality. And it will be equal mod of Z1 is equal to mod of Z1 plus Z2 when Z1 and Z2 both are, if this Z1 Z2 ये जो number लिखा है Z1 Z2 bar, if this number is real and positive, if this number is real and positive, then this inequality convert into equality, real and positive. If this is real and positive, then this inequality equality in the will be hold here. Okay, next inequality is Z1 minus Z2 bar. It is greater than or equal to modulus of Z1 minus modulus of Z2. Okay. इसको भी इसी तरह से यूज कर सकते हैं. Again we will use Z1 minus Z2 and this will be equal to Z1 square plus 2 times real Z1 Z2 bar plus Z2 square. अब यहाँ पे रियल Z1 Z2 बार आ रहा है, हमें ये इनक्वालिटी लेनी है. सो यू नो दैट रियल ऑफ Z1 Z2 बार इज लेस देन इक्वल टू Z1 Z2. अभी पिछले में लिखा था. सो इसका निगेटिव पार्ट अगर हम ले तो रियल ऑफ Z1 Z2 बार must be greater than minus Z1 Z2. So we will use it here. So in place of this we are writing here now Z1 minus Z2 bar is greater than equal to mod of Z1 square minus 2 times real Z1 real negative mod of Z1 Z2 plus Z2 square, which can also be write as Z1 minus mod of Z2 square. And this, you know that Z square can also be write as mod Z square. So this can also be write as mod of Z1 Z2 whole square. So similarly we can prove it. तो ये inequality भी हम use करते हैं. It is an important inequality which we will use sometimes in our question. Okay, कुछ नेबरहुड वगैरह के बारे में बात करनी है, लेकिन उससे पहले एक आध इस पर बेस क्वेश्चंस कर ही लेते हैं, छोटे मोटे क्वेश्चंस. जनरली हमारा मेन स्टार्ट तो एनालिटिक फंक्शन से होगा, बट उससे पहले हमें इसकी थोड़ी बहुत नॉलेज होनी चाहिए, बेसिक्स ऑफ दिस कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर एंड ऑल्सो अबाउट द सेट ऑफ पॉइंट्स कॉम्प्लेक्स प्लेन में कैसे हो सकते हैं उनके बारे में. सो एक क्वेश्चन ये कर लेते हैं, देन नेक्स्ट हम कल स्टार्ट करेंगे सेट ऑफ कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर से. देन फंक्शन कैसा होता है, कॉम्प्लेक्स वेरिएबल कैसे होंगे, कॉम्प्लेक्स फंक्शन ऑफ कॉम्प्लेक्स वेरिएबल कैसा होगा, देन लिमिट, कंटिन्यूटी, डिफरेंशिएबिलिटी एंड important property analytic function we will discuss in our lecture. So here I am considering a question. Okay, question is, let Z1 and Z2 be roots of equation. Let Z1 and Z2 be roots of equation Z square PZ plus Q is 0, where this P and Q may be a complex number. They may be a complex number. A complex number. Okay. And let A and B represent Z1 and Z2 in complex plane. In complex plane, Z1 Z2 is representing, A and B is representing, this point in complex plane is representing complex number Z1 and Z2 respectively. And if angle AOB, where this O is origin, AOB is alpha, which is not equal to 0, and radial vector OA is equal to OB, where O is the origin, then prove that P square is equal to 4Q cos square alpha by 2. Cos square alpha by 2. Okay. Suppose this is the complex plane. A is the point denoting Z1. B is another point representing Z2 in complex plane, and O is the origin. So this will be the radial line OA, and this is OB. And angle between them is alpha here. Angle between them is alpha here. This is X and Y axis. Okay. So suppose that this distance OA, OB is R. This distance is R. It means that mod of Z1 is equal to mod of Z2, which is R here. Okay. And we are also taking that this line OA making an inclination in positive direction with this x-axis is theta. Say that it is theta angle. So in the polar form, this Z1 must can be written as R modulus of Z1 means R into cos theta. Theta is the inclination which this line OA makes with this x-axis in positive direction. So it is cos theta plus I sin theta. Okay. Z2 is, so Z2 inclination, radial vector is to R, but inclination will be theta plus alpha. So Z2 can be write as R cos theta plus alpha plus I sin theta plus alpha. Okay. For suppose that here I want to write Z2 upon Z1. तो Z2 upon Z1 क्या होगा? आपने अभी Z2 upon Z1 डिफाइन किया था, तो क्या हो जाता था? R1 upon R2. So it will be R upon R and cos theta 2 minus theta 1 होता था. तो theta 2 minus theta 1 करेंगे. This will give you cos alpha plus I sin alpha. This is cos alpha plus I sin alpha, या हम कह सकते हैं cos alpha plus I sin alpha. Z2 upon Z1 is here cos alpha plus I sin alpha. And you know that Z1, Z2 are root of this equation. So Z1 plus Z2 is equal to, यहां से देखिए रूट ऑफ इक्वेशन से इसको क्या लिख सकते हैं? माइनस बी बाई ए, यानी कि माइनस पी. क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन के रूट्स और कोफिशिएंट्स के बीच में जो रिलेशन है उसको यूज कर रहे हैं. सो Z1 plus Z2 is equal to minus p. In the same manner, Z1 Z2 is equal to q. Okay. So now Z2 upon Z1, which is cos alpha plus I sin alpha. Here I am writing Z2 plus Z1, adding 1 both sides. This will give you cos alpha plus I sin alpha. And in place of this cos alpha, because हमारे proof में cos square alpha by 2 आ रहा था, so that's why here I am using 1 plus cos alpha. In place of this 1 plus cos alpha, we can write cos square alpha by 2. And this sin alpha can be write as 2 sin alpha by 2 and cos alpha by 2. So Z2 plus Z2 upon Z1, this can be write as Z2 Z1 upon Z1. So Z1 plus Z2 was minus P. Say that it is minus P upon Z1. 2 cos alpha by 2 plus cos alpha by 2 plus I sin alpha by 2. And in place of this, we can also write cos alpha plus I sin alpha whole power 1 by 2. And cos alpha plus I sin alpha means Z2 upon Z1 था. So cos alpha by 2, this will be Z2 upon Z1 to power half minus P upon Z1. Both side square ले लें. So this will be P1 upon Z1 square. Whole square कर दें both side. This will be Z1 square to 4 cos square alpha by 2, and this will be Z2 upon Z1. Simplifying it, so we can write here P square 4 cos square alpha by 2 Z1 Z2. And this Z1 Z2, in place of this Z1 Z2, we can write here Q. So 4Q cos square alpha by 2 P square. So hence we have to prove, यही हमें proof करना था. Hence proved it. एक क्वेश्चन और दे रहे हैं, इसको आप लोग कीजिएगा. So that the equation of this form a z into z bar plus alpha bar z plus alpha into z bar plus r is 0, where a and r are real constant. This a and r are real constant. Real constant. Alpha is complex constant है यहाँ पे. And alpha bar minus AR. This is greater than 0. This quantity is greater than 0. So this equation written like this, ये complex में जो equation लिखी है, so this equation is representing a straight line. It will represent a straight line if A is 0. And in the same equation will represent circle. It will represent circle if A is not equal to 0. कैसे प्रूफ करोगे अगर ऐसा करना है? तो पहला केस हम ले लेंगे a is 0. A is 0 means this term is 0. So we will have alpha z bar plus r is 0. So we have to show that it is a straight line. तो straight line लेने के लिए for suppose z is x plus iy, z bar must be x minus iy. इसको substitute कर दीजिएगा, then you will get the answer. और अल्फा की जगह पे सब्स्टिट्यूट कर दीजिएगा. So alpha is a complex constant, so you can take it alpha 1 plus I alpha 2 से, where alpha and alpha 2 are real constants. Alpha 1 and alpha 2 are the real constant. ये वैल्यू यहाँ सब्स्टिट्यूट कर दीजिएगा और सॉल्व कीजिएगा. तो सॉल्व करने पे देखिएगा, if a is 0, it must represent a straight line, and when this a is not equal to 0, यानी ये a हमारा यहाँ पे जो है in general, if this a is not equal to 0, so it will represent a circle. Okay. इसको कंप्लीट कीजिएगा. इज इट ओके?
यस मैम.
ठीक है. नेक्स्ट कल जो हम क्लास में मेन टॉपिक से स्टार्ट करेंगे, सब नेबरहुड के बारे में बात करेंगे, डिफरेंट सेट के बारे में बात करेंगे कॉम्प्लेक्स प्लेन में. देन अपने मेन टॉपिक पर आएंगे हम, फंक्शन ऑफ कॉम्प्लेक्स वेरिएबल्स. ओके. So for today, I am ending this class.
Thank you, ma'am.
थैंक यू मैम.